some other place.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's nice.
And I love Crazy Doc. It says, the God of War steals Facebook's info. So, basically, in Mother Mountain Land, Kratos steal your info, Facebook.
I like that.
But yeah, no, it's been an awesome trip. And so originally, too, I decided, usually I do, I don't do the easiest. I do the next one up, whatever that might be, semi-middle ground, mostly story, not as difficult of fights, but not super easy either. And so decided I'm going to do the reverse. So I didn't do God of War mode, which is the hardest mode, but I did the one underneath it, so you could think of it as ultra hard. Boss fights, some of them were taking an hour long. There were certain ones where I would just get one-shotted constantly. And, I figured, well, not only did I want the challenge to try it, but I wanted to show you all, too, what are the different difficulties? How do they range and vary? And plus, hey, it's a great way of getting thrown to the wolves and say, okay, learn the mechanics quickly, get in there and see what you can do. And it was crazy. I mean, and I'm really excited about the bosses we were able to overcome in that difficulty, because it was insane. Again, some easier battles that should have been maybe 5 minutes or less end up being 20 minutes, just because the amount of hit points the enemy had, how little hit points I had, and how hard I was getting hit. And, just the combination of trying to balance Atreus with Kratos got really difficult at the harder level. So we did eventually end up downgrading to one less. So now we're at about hard. So not ultra hard, we're not ungodly, but we are at hard. And let me tell you, it's a lot smoother. There's still really good balance though, and they've done a really good job of playing around with their difficulties. They don't go from one crazy extreme to another. There is a really nice kind of progression to it, just from when I did that change, where it's there's still a challenge. You still have to think strategically, but at the same time, you're not being pummeled mercilessly. They're not beating the shit out of you.
There it is.
Not entirely. I mean, they still are, but it's a little less shit. A little less. More compact.
You feel like you can sort of get through it. And then you do. Exactly.
Well, we wanted to also make sure that we hit the story up, because the story is so good. I didn't want the focus just to be on the fights for you guys watching. Maybe if people love it, we can do another playthrough and do it harder. But for the most part, I think this is a really nice balance. They've really done a good job.
Dr. Corey Barlog actually elaborated a little bit further on this. They said, we did a ton of stuff to make it a genuine challenge, not a cynical increase. That's kind of an interesting way of putting that. Enemies are all changed up. We changed the attack patterns of things. It's hugely different. So it sounds like it's less about trying to fuck you over and your save file is deleted if you die kind of thing, and more of it requires you to think differently and have different tactics to defeat the enemies, which are a little bit different too.
And that makes a lot of sense. Again, the harder it is, it shouldn't be just that they're tankier, that they're, as many people put it, bullet sponges.
Right.
It should be the fact that their tactics change too, and some of their abilities may intensify, or maybe there's new addition to a skill. For instance, if a revenant shoots a ball of poison your way, maybe not only does it just hit you and give you that kind of poison damage over time, but maybe it actually enwraps in you and follows you around. Maybe it does root damage too, so it roots you down to the ground so you can't move. That makes sense, because that changes your tactics completely. But, again, there's some of these other games that are just we're just going to make it meaty as hell and you're going to have less health. I mean, okay, yeah, that is a challenge, but is it really that interesting?
Right, some difficulties as they increase up they always make me feel I just need a stronger weapon, or I need more skills because I just have to hit harder because I just have more HP. But this sounds like, no, you're strategizing differently because they react to you differently. They're not just sort of, because when you find out a pattern for a boss, right? Okay, he's going to hit once, twice, he's going to pause for 2 seconds, he's going to hit one, twice again. Once you get to that level, right, to make it more difficult in the traditional sense, you would just give them more HP points and a harder hit. But in this new level, it sounds like maybe they won't do 1-2 hit pause, 1-2 hit pause. They'll do 1 hit pause, 1 coming after you. One hit, pause. You know, like they'll change up how their patterns too.
Yeah, well, I noticed
It's
too,
cool.
like for instance, when I did hard difficulty, some of the Draugr that were like the tankier Draugrs, so there's 3 different really core kinds that you typically run through. One is like your standard kind of just melee warrior. The other one is very hefty and can break through your block. And then another one is a projectile fire caster, basically. And the ones that are meatier and heavier, whenever I was playing that ultra hard mode, they actually did the shield break a lot more often.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like with the hard mode, it's not as often. They still do it, but you can get in a hard kick to stun them, to stop them from doing it beforehand, and be able to have enough time still to continue hitting them or evade. So there's just a little bit of a difference. I still think the difficulty is there, and their skills are, some of their skills seem to be pretty much the same, at least from the Draugr's perspective. But that, yeah, it was just like how often they did something, for example, or their timing. Like they seem to get smarter. Like as soon as I mentioned that, as soon as I stopped blocking with my shield, a Revenant would cast her poison spell on me, and it was the one that tracks you through the ground and hits you every time. But as soon as I put my shield up, it would go to like range and some other stuff, and it seemed to know the timing so much more. As soon as I put that shield down to go like hit one of the meteor Draugrs, the Revenant would cast on me every time. It was so infuriating. But at the same time, though, it makes sense, right? Because they're getting smarter. They know that if your defenses are down, because you have to open yourself up for an attack, that's when they've got to hit you. Just as you would think the same thing going after them. They've made God of War really feel like such an RPG, which is so cool. And again, I grew up with RPGs. It's been some of my core gameplay has been in RPGs. So, this is awesome to be able to level up weapons, armor, change them out. Depending on the weapon you have, it changes, skill bases, and then adding in the ruins to change kind of the skills there and being able to upgrade those and really make the experience and the combat something that really fits with you is awesome. I've always really appreciated that in games. That's why I think I really love stuff like Elder Scrolls and games like that, where you really make it how you want to play it. They don't really confine you and say, well, this is the class. This is just wizard, and wizard means a bunch of fireballs or ice spells, and that's it. But that you could do so much more with it too. And if you want to have a little bit more balance, you could do that. You could be a spell sword, and be like a tank wizard or something like that. So there's a lot of great functionality in this game as well.
Help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine.
I think she's an elf.
Closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You, the arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly.
Oh, good.
Start with the left side. Grab it and hold.
Please don't tell me I have to do it. Oh, damn it.
Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
Huh?
So now,
Foca means fire. Sounds like it means fire.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. I must not
Dad?
die. Good. He seems stable and calm for now. Great thought. This way.
Wow, that's a nice door. Thank you for the kitty bits, Mongo.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mongo. Really appreciate that, man.
100.
Taking the kitties out for a nice steak dinner.
That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into
Boar
it.
could use some kitty
I've
bits.
never seen you in these woods.
It looks
She
like our
must
cat
miss you
Clara.
from the way
Big
home.
blue eyes,
She-
fat. Doesn't like being picked up.
We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, it was the mother's wish. Yeah, the subtitles have the proper Norse alphabet. I just
We're
noticed this
here.
production value is
You're in a
insanely good.
Not in it. Below it. Hemele!
Look!
It's all right.
I wanna live in that place. Is that a turtle? It's a giant turtle. Where's Drew? He'd love this.
Is he friendly?
Boy.
I mean,
I promise you, he's safe.
it's a giant turtle that has a tree growing out of it. I would say safe. I would go with that.
He won't hurt anyone.
Hi? Yep.
No.
Oh, hey, Atreus, can you... Don't touch the tendril. You don't know where that's been. Hey.
Atreus is definitely a animal whisperer. Remember how he got that velociraptor? Was it a horse raptor?
Quickly.
Got him off the bridge.
Yell at the disabled, but... There we go. You done pissed off Daddy.
Oh!
Do you
Wow,
ever get used to this?
You knocked the bag right out of him.
What is that?
A spirit.
It's talking to us.
And it hears you as well. Don't be shy now.
Hey! Hey, did it.
Alright.
An apple!
Apple a day.
Now where should we go?
Increases your health, keeps the doctor away.
This game has it all. Great graphics, superb audio engineering,
Boy, what did I tell you about offering help?
satisfying gameplay, well-built characters,
Correct.
and now social
Can we
This
commentary.
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our
And
journey.
emotional.
Well, Fuse, that's the DLC. If you buy God of War, you've got to buy a PlayStation 4 to play it. So what did I just do?
Got yourself in some trouble. Stay down.
Just gonna pop it up now.
Gotcha.
With the boat captain in the belly of the Hydra, the key was mine. I traveled to a new land, but my ship wrecked and sunk along with my precious key. It lies just below the waves, parched on an underwater peak. You can get one rare enchantment from me, a lepter alloy, 3 acres gold, and 1,000 of whatever the hell that is. No, 10,000. Let's add a 0. You'll get 10,000 of whatever the hell that symbol is. It's resources either way. There we go.
Treasure map.
Yep.
I pick things up, I put them down. I pick things up, I put them down. Okay. I'm trying to show the damn it, let go. God, I created a monster. Alright, we're good. Has a pause like, oh crap, I'd never experienced that before. Oops.
I wonder why he even opens up this chest. Oh, to fire.
Yeah.
Seems.
Grab that one, Father.
Thanks, kid. You're the bestest.
At the red.
I mean, it is good to have the Draugr in a sense because it does give you health once he dies. If you get Atreus on him.
Almost there.
No, there you go. Thank you, kid. Oh, damn it. Alright, that's all good. We got an axe.
Ready?
We got an axe to grind. Come on. Any piece of him? Ooh. Running. Finish him.
Ugh. Oh boy.
Sorry, not ready.
That column is really just very well placed.
I will not complain, I tell you what. Colin, you're the bestest.
I'm not ready.
Get him, kid. Oh, it sets him on fire too. Nice. I love the enemy damage. What? Okay. That's alright. We got this. Listen, Golem. I just want you to open up to me, okay? That's all.
Fine, it will pass. Stay
You're on
focused.
fire right now. Okay, we get it.
What? How? Oh my
Okay.
god. No, I'm not. I'm on fire, kid.
Maybe his attacks just get stronger at the end there.
Yeah, I'm not getting that piece. I'm not risking it. Come here. Let me stomp on you. Let me stomp on all of you, please.
Did it.
Oh, I can lift that. Hold on. Trey's like, yeah, Dad. Holy. Nice. Okay, that was down for a reason.
Let him go.
Quick, animal whisper! Uh-oh.
What'd you say about my mama? Nice.
Father?
Oh boy. Does he have a friend?
He has a few. But no depth perception anymore.
What the hell, man? Knew that was coming. Oh, well, they're all dead now, so that's good. Okay.
Ready and wait.
Let's do this.
Nice dodge.
There's gotta be a weak point on him. His hide is definitely not it.
Very good at knocking away that shield.
Oh, now we got music, actually. I just realized.
No, that's just me playing. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, there's always good music at the fight scenes. It kind of looks like King Kong had a baby with a turtle. Oh, you can use him as a mount? No.
Oh, I did for a little while.
Just 2 left. Oh. Ah, that was an ogre.
That doesn't look anything like from WoW.
I was thinking Shrek. I mean, he wasn't green at all.
That was nothing like an onion.
Ooh!
A little ninja boy. Look at little ninja boy.
Here? Who built this place?
Frozen flame.
Atreus, you are badass. He pooped off of him, shot the arrow, and then landed back on him. Holy mackerel.